Your phone isn't beating you because it matters more than your future. It's beating you because it's easier to start. You can lose an hour without making a single conscious decision, but when it's time to open the document, start the workout, or study the thing that could actually change your life, your brain wants to negotiate. Not because you are lazy, because the phone is just one move away while the work is hiding behind 10 tiny decisions. 20 seconds won't do the work for you, but those 20 seconds will decide whether the work ever begins. And once you understand that, you will stop fighting yourself and start changing the setup that actually keeps beating you. You unlock your phone just to answer one message, and your thumb automatically opens another app, and 12 minutes later, when you put your phone away, you can't even remember what you originally picked it up to do. Then you sit down to work, the document is blank, the cursor is blinking, and you don't immediately know where to begin. So you check your email first, and then you open the YouTube, and then suddenly you are looking for the perfect playlist for the work instead of just work. And the worst part isn't the time you lost, it's what happens to trust in yourself. And every night you tell yourself that tomorrow will be different. And every time tomorrow runs the same way, your own promises start sounding less believable. You already know what you are supposed to do. You have known it for years. This was never an information problem, and you don't even need another speech about the discipline. The only thing you need to understand is why the distraction keeps getting it first move. Every action has a startup cost, and not the effort required to finish it, just the effort required to begin. The startup cost of scrolling is almost zero. Your phone is already beside you. You are already logged in. The feed is already loaded, and the next video begins even before you have decided whether you want to watch it or not. They have spent billions and billions in engineering to remove every obstacle, every possible pause. Now compare the same thing with real work. Find the file, remember where you stopped, decide what to do first, close the other tab, silence the phone, sit through first uncomfortable minutes when nothing is flowing. The work hasn't even begun, but your brain have found multiple places where it can escape. And in that moment, your brain isn't comparing your future with your phone, it's comparing what's easier to start and what's harder. When you are well rested and focused, you can easily choose difficult tasks. But when you are bored, irritated, tired, or stressed, the path requiring least efforts usually wins. Your phone didn't magically destroy your discipline. It was given a home field advantage. In the happiness advantage, Shawn Achor described a simple experiment he tried on himself. He wanted to practice more guitar and watch less TV. So he put the guitar in the closet and he rarely played the guitar. So what he changed, he put out the guitar from the closet and placed it in the hall, and he removed the TV remote's battery and put it inside the another room's drawer. So what was the result? More guitar practice and less TV. Not because he woke up as a completely new person, but because the direction of friction has changed. 20 seconds isn't the magic number. The lesson is that the small amount of friction can decide which behavior gets the chance to start. Sometimes the difference is just 20 seconds. Sometimes it's entering the password, opening a file, or knowing exactly what the first step is. The number matters less than direction. So let's just change the direction. Interrupt the wrong action. First, make the distraction inconvenient enough to interrupt autopilot. Your phone shouldn't live on your desk while you work, not even face down, and not even in silent. Put it somewhere that requires you stand up and walk, because the face down still means that one unconscious reach. Another room creates a moment where you have to decide whether you want to stand up and get the phone or not. And that moment is the point. Turn off all the notification that doesn't come from real human. Remove your two worst apps from the home screen, or log out of them. Use an app blocker while you are working. You definitely don't have to throw your phone in the river and disappear in the mountains. Just add enough frictions to wake yourself up before the automatic behavior takes over. The goal isn't to make the distraction impossible, is to make the distraction deliberate. If you consciously choose to watch something after your work is finished, then it's fine. But you shouldn't discover that you have been scrolling for 40 minutes without ever deciding to begin. The small walk across the room gives your conscious mind time to re-enter the conversation. And suddenly, the same part of you that couldn't be bothered to begin the work often can't be bothered to retrieve the phone either. And that way, you have made the inertia work for you. You are welcome. But making your phone harder to reach is only a half job. If your work still requires multiple steps, then again your brain will find another escape, because that's what your brain have been doing from couple of years. Instead, just escape. And what's the easiest way to escape? Your phone. Scrolling. But making your phone harder to reach is only a half job. If the work is still require 10 decisions, maybe YouTube on the laptop, maybe the refrigerator, and maybe it's suddenly the time to clean your room. Removing one distraction doesn't fix the equation. You must also keep the important actions easier to begin. So how we will do it? Set it up the night before. Leave the document often at the exact place where you need to continue. If you want to hit the gym in the morning, then simply place the gym bag beside your bed. If you want to start reading early in the morning, then simply place a book under your pillow. Write the first task on the piece of paper and not a giant list of 12 things. One task. Make tomorrow's first action visible and obvious. The person who packs his gym bag at night isn't tougher than you at 6 in the morning. He simply gave his 6 a.m. himself fewer questions to answer. Then shrink the doorway. Don't tell yourself to complete the 2 hours of deep work. Instead, open the damn document and start with first imperfect sentence. Don't promise an incredible workout. Just put on your shoes and start the warm-up. And don't tell yourself to study the entire chapter. Don't even read one paragraph. Don't even read one line. Just start with one damn word. How difficult is that? The smaller instruction isn't supposed to finish the job, it's supposed to get you through the doorway. And no, starting won't always make the work effortless. Some of the work still remains difficult even after you begin. But the starting gives the work a chance. The work was never hiding behind the motivation, it was hiding behind a doorway. Make the wrong action require a walk. Make the right action require one clear move. Now, the environment is finally helping you instead of constantly testing you. There is one more part people miss. If every moment of boredom, stress, anxiety, or discomfort ends with you opening your phone, then you are teaching yourself a pattern. Discomfort means escape. You don't need a mystical dopamine detox. And there is no perfect formula that 60 minutes of deep work earns you 15 minutes of pleasure. Just reverse the order. Choose a meaningful block of work, give it a clear finish line, then enjoy your entertainment after that, and not during the first uncomfortable minute. And start allowing few empty moments in your life. Stand in a line without immediately reaching for your phone. Take a short walk without your phone. Sit with a difficult problem for 5 or more minutes before escaping from it. At first, ordinary life might feel unusually quiet, and that doesn't mean something is wrong. That only means that your attention is not being served every 4 seconds a new thing. Remember, you are not trying to eliminate the pleasure. You are simply putting it back where it actually belongs, inside a decision you make, and not the reflex that makes the decision for you. You will still mess this up sometimes. You will bring back the phone into your bedroom. You will ignore the blocker or worst, uninstall it, and you will probably lose an evening. Don't turn one bad evening into another dramatic judgment about your character. Instead, inspect the setup. Where was the distraction too easy? Where was the work unclear? And what decision could have been made earlier? A bad day isn't a proof that you lack discipline. It's an audit of system you have built. Change the system and begin again. No Monday reset, no new month, new transformation. Just make the next attempt easier. Picture 2 versions of tomorrow morning. In the first room, the phone is beside your bed. The alarm rings and phone is already in your hand. Messages, notification, videos get the access to your brain even before you have decided what the day is for. And then you walk to a desk covered in a distraction and try to manufacture discipline from nothing. And in the second room, the phone is charging outside the bedroom. The work was prepared night before. The document is already open. One task is waiting and the first step is already written down. The person in the second room isn't more talented. He didn't wake up with a stronger brain. He still gets tired. He still wants comfort. He still has days he doesn't feel like doing anything. The difference is that first good move doesn't require a fight. He didn't eliminate the path of least resistance. He actually changed where that path leads. Discipline still matters, but now he can spend it on actual work instead of wasting it on 15 pointless battles before the work begins. And that is what 20-second can change. It won't choose your purpose for you, it won't teach you the skills, it won't even complete the difficult task, but it can help you to show up often enough for those things to become possible. So the tonight protocol. Tonight, do 3 things. Not on Monday, not after watching another productive video. Tonight. First, add the friction to your biggest distraction. Second, remove the friction from tomorrow's priority. And third, write the first physical action. And that's the whole system. Make the distractions deliberate and make the process obvious. Then repeat it until the setup feels more natural than the struggle. You have been asking, why can't I control myself? Try asking a better question. What does my environment make automatic? Then move one thing, one phone, one app, one document, one bag. 20 seconds won't transform your life tonight, but it can change what you begin tomorrow. And what you begin repeatedly will eventually change who you become. That version of you don't have more willpower. He just stopped wasting it before the real work began. That's it.